The island of Puerto Rico is not doing so great after Hurricane Maria. The U.S. region, home to more than 3.5 million Americans, yet not a solitary vote in either place of Congress, has been out of energy for almost 7 days, with a significant number of the structures devastated and the island coming up short on nourishment and supplies. Up until this point, the emergency still can't seem to get the sort of consideration or help that wanted Texas and Florida as those states propped for the awful tempests Harvey and Irma. What's more, now, some are contrasting Trump's reaction with Maria to Bush's Katrina reaction. The annihilation hitting Puerto Rico is absolutely practically identical to what happened to New Orleans in 2005, in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. Tropical Storm Maria is the most grounded sea tempest to make landfall on the island in 80 years, and though the city of New Orleans had a little under a large portion of 1 million tenants at the time, the whole island of Puerto Rico has around 7 times that number. Since it's disconnected from the terrain, it was considerably harder for individuals to empty, and now more hard to get help laborers and supplies in, particularly since the greater part of the domain's ports and airplane terminals were closed around the tempest. 95% of the island's cell towers were harmed, so most inhabitants need contact with whatever is left of the world. It took until the point that Sunday for a few districts to try and get contact with the region's senator. At this moment, several Americans are sitting, or dozing, on the floor of the airplane terminal in San Juan, Puerto Rico. No bunks. No tidbits. Pic.twitter.com web link. Obviously, George W. Shrubbery wasn't rebuked for the tempest itself, yet for what many saw as a dreary reaction. He didn't made tending to the fiasco a need until days after the tempest, and supplies weren't going to the city sufficiently quick. And ill-equipped FEMA didn't help the circumstance either, with the city rapidly diving into repulsiveness after duties broke and migration endeavors turned riotous. The president got dinged for remaining far off, and after that much more so to praise the FEMA executive who such huge numbers of accepted had fizzled. On this front, one could positively contend that Trump is having a portion of similar issues that Bush did. Despite the fact that he tweeted in help of the island on September 19, as the circumstance compounded, he apparently proceeded onward to different things. Something or other incorporated a fight he made amongst himself and the NFL in the wake of assaulting players challenging foundational prejudice and police ruthlessness at a rally in Alabama Friday night. He didn't say the emergency in Puerto Rico at the rally, however went ahead to tweet about the NFL a few times throughout the end of the week. However, past the topic of how the president resembles he's responding to the emergency, a significantly more vital inquiry is what is really occurring on the ground. Puerto Rico is managing a tremendous emergency, however there has been help originating from the government. As indicated by the Puerto Rico Federal Affairs Administration, 4,000 troops have been sent to the island. FEMA overseer Brock Long and the president's country security counselor Tom Bossert went to the island on Monday. More than 10,000 FEMA laborers are on the island now, conveying more than 1.5 million dinners and 1.1 million liters of water. Puerto Rico's Governor Ricardo Rossello revealed to PBS NewsHour on Monday. Puerto Rico will without a doubt require more help in the many months to come. FEMA still has a few $billion from the guide bundle as of late affirmed by Congress in the wake of Hurricane Harvey hitting Texas, yet is relied upon to come up short on recuperation money by mid-October, requiring further financing from Congress. The subject of how Puerto Rico will recoup from Maria will be replied through the span of months and years, not days and weeks. Up until this point, Trump has been obviously unconcerned by the emergency openly, yet help endeavors appear to go as they should, regardless of the possibility that it's insufficient for the size of the obliteration. Be that as it may, the island is still in repulsive hazard, and the endeavors so far won't be sufficiently near to guard its populace. On the subject of whether this moves toward becoming President Trump's Katrina, it's difficult to state anything absolutely until the point that we see more about the destiny of Puerto Rico.